Join me in building this adorable Heartlake City Cafe. Let's get started. It came with this medium-sized gray base plate and 4 of these tall little alcove pieces and a sheet of stickers. So we're all ready to go here, and first we're going to build Ollie. He's got some suspenders on. I really love the Friends line. I didn't start collecting them initially when they first came out. My girls did. But I have become a huge fan of them, and they're really kind of ramping up their game. I love his hat, his little beanie hat with his blonde hair. That's awesome. Let's see, he needs a cup. They are just making some unbelievable sets in this world. Oh, we get to make Paisley too. Almost looks like she's got little bell-bottom pants on. My plan is to collect enough to start building up a whole city. That would be my dream here. She has to hold a smartphone. I just kind of got into it, so I don't have too many sets yet. But I thought, let's build something really fun today. Just kind of calm and relaxing. A lot of the sets I've been building recently have been difficult. One of the things I love so much about the Friends line is the colors are so much fun. Very bright, cheerful. This is like a powdery blue that's lovely. I kind of feel like they might be actually maybe designing some sets for the adult community within the Friends line. I think maybe they've caught on that us older people are loving them too. I think that's a cookie tray with some cookies on it. I actually picked this set up because I was really impressed with all the little kitchen stuff that it had in it. I'm looking for donuts, I believe. There we go. Oh. Sometimes these little pieces can be difficult. It has a stove, and I believe it has like an espresso machine. It just had a whole bunch of like really cool kind of bakery stuff in it. There was some debate. I think it has, I called them macarons, and somebody said no, it's macaroons, and I'm not sure if it's macarons or macaroons, but I think something similar is in this set. There is probably 2 different things. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see here. Or is it kind of like a tomato kind of thing? I suppose it's another thing for us to look up. Oops. Oh my goodness. I think it's a rolling pin. And it's so much fun. Oh, well, there you go. I think this might be some of those questionable cookie names themselves. It is so funny because I watch the Great British Baking Show all the time, and they make them in it a bunch. And like, I know exactly, they always say it right, but I know exactly what they're talking about when they say it, but somehow it's like completely spacing in my mind what they call it. You know what? Why don't I go look it up right now, and then we can know the answer and not have to be guessing what these little cookies are called. Well, well, well. I am thoroughly impressed with what I have found out. So, a macaron is made with almonds and meringue, and it has the filling inside of it. And a macaroon is a drop cookie made with shredded coconut. So it is not like tomato because they are actually two different cookies. And now we have learned something today. I am missing my little door. Where in the world is it? Oh my goodness. Because it was this transparent yellow. I was completely looking for something different. Well, at least I learned something new. You may have already known it, but I did not. So that is really cool. And I think they have burnt cookies. Or black licorice cookies. I think they might have burnt these. That is absolutely hilarious. Look, those are some very dark cookies. Well, this set is already so much fun. We found the names of two different cookies, and we found some overcooked ones too. And that's really why I have started falling in love with these sets, because they just are a lot of fun. They always seem to kind of make me smile when I build them, and I like that. So they're definitely a valuable little asset to my building world. I actually like coconut. I should make some macaroons. I recognized them when I pulled them up because they're kind of mounded. You can tell they have coconut in it, and then they have like they've dipped the bottoms of them in chocolate. My grandma used to send us a box every single Christmas because we lived in a different state than her. And she would send Christmas candy. And it was the best part of the Christmas season was getting grandma's box in. And she made a couple different ones. She made peanut butter clusters. And then she made peanut butter... See, I need a purple and a pink one here. I'll go ahead and do this part. Peanut butter balls. So it was just like, basically, essentially, it was peanut butter and powdered sugar, and then she dipped it in chocolate. Let's see, this one's going into this door, maybe oven. I'm going to turn it around here and put a sticker on. We haven't burnt these, though. And then she would make... sometimes she would make divinity. I never really ate that as a child for some reason, but I think I would probably like it now. Got that one a little off. But she would also make, they were coconut balls. This is really being fussy at me. And they were the same as the peanut butter balls because they were just kind of rounded and then stuffed in, or dipped in chocolate. But they were really good. I think sometimes she had a cherry in them. Look at all this fun little things we're doing. It's like maybe that's a jar of cherries and there's some whipped cream. I actually am allergic to peanuts now. They're so frustrating. It's just like you live half your life and you're completely fine, and then all of a sudden You can't eat peanuts anymore. Really? And so I've had to kind of improvise because we can't even have them in the house. Or I'm off to the emergency room. I feel so bad for my family. But they've all been very gracious to me and kind. Oh, I think we're going to build the espresso machine. But I felt so bad because my grandmother was unable to make the candy. As she got older, I started making it for my family. And they loved it, but when I couldn't use peanuts anymore, that is so cute. Look at that. I didn't know what to do, and I haven't found a replacement for the peanut butter balls because that is kind of difficult to use something else in. But for the peanut clusters, I do pecans. They're a little bit richer. You make them a little bit smaller, but they taste pretty good. I think it goes this way. Oh, I think it's like a mixer. Like a KitchenAid. I think it's supposed to be this way though. There we go. Isn't that cute? I like when I'm building my own creations, I love to make all the little, this kind of little detailed stuff. And I would always be so disappointed with the sets that I would buy because it would have these awesome outer buildings or something, the modulars and different things. But then the insides always felt like they were just kind of lacking a little bit. And it was always so discouraging for me. Oh, it's for the credit card. I'm guessing it's like, it looks like it has, yeah, because it's the cash register that goes here. This stuff, that's I think the biggest reason why I actually started to get really into this kind of stuff was because these sets, was I started to notice that there was just a lot of these fun accessories that were being built in, and I was just like, yep, I can get into that. When my son and I built our Western town, our big display that we did, we wanted all the details in, and I have to be honest with you, some of the places that we had the most fun was the detective's office, the private investigators, which actually we loved the Clive Cussler, Isaac Bell novels, and so we kind of took it off of that, and then we had the most fun in the saloon. I'm gonna be honest there. That was a lot of fun to build that. The barn, the stables was fun too, but we tried to put in as many of the little fun details in it as we could. I think you get tired by the time you're done building up the huge landscape around it, and so you kind of, I don't know, don't spend as much time as we'd probably liked to on that, but we tried to do our best until we were just like, okay, we're gonna have to call this build done because we probably could have been at it for forever. I actually think one of my dreams that I would love to do, we want to put our own city up, you know, like a permanent display. We haven't done it yet. We've been collecting the modulars, and we have big dreams too, but gonna be honest with you, we're kind of waiting to have a room open up, and as our kids are in college, we're still letting them come home and have their room. You know, summers and breaks and stuff. But as soon as a room opens up, now, why do I have so many pieces left over? Especially this one. Let me double check. Well, I can tell you right now that this goes here. And it's possible that all of these are just left over, but I will double check that they are, and if they are, we'll move on to bag 2. They were just very generous and gave a lot of extra little pieces. Oh, isn't she cute? She has a little croissant on her clothes with her little apron. I believe this is Beatrice. I'm still learning all of the characters in this world. I don't know why I struggle, but sometimes hair does not go on for me. And she has a broom. I like her little skirt she has on. I'm going to build a little moped up here. Well, that's kind of nice. They already have the rubber wheels inside the little hub things. So we're waiting for a room to open so that we can have a big enough place to be able to set up a city. But my dream would be that I can actually have different, almost like large dioramas, or so to speak, so that I could have a whole Western world and maybe a space world and different things like that. I guess you can get the macarons delivered. Put that in there. Just one lemon one, it looks like. Wow, it doesn't want to go in straight. Probably doesn't matter, it's going to flip around. We need a little white tile, and then we're going to put a sticker on it. Number 7. And I'd like to have an actual dedicated friends world, so I need some space. If I had known that we were going to start our little world of Breckenridge, I would have probably looked into buying a different house. It would have been nice to have one that had like a big basement dedicated to it. Oh, look, she can replace her hair with a helmet for safety. Look at these adorable goggles. If she wants to ride her moped, so we'll just put that up there for her. Back to our building. I have to put it down because we're going to have to do a little pressing. They've got those 2, those are 2x6 plates that they put on the end, but they're kind of loose at the moment. And this will help. I love these. I first saw these in Rivendell, and they've got like this scroll work in it. They always seem to kind of hide it, but if you wanted to flip it around, you could actually kind of see that. Which would be really pretty. I love this green. It's like a spring minty green or something. Trying to figure out exactly what piece they're trying to use here. This is kind of different. Not sure exactly what we're doing there. We're doing it 4 times. Yeah, I was putting it in here like that. But it's nice to have dreams. So we will keep looking forward to our dream of our brick worlds. I'm going to put 2 windows in, one here and one on the other spot. At one point we did talk about, Matt and I did talk about just replacing the entire living room with but then the kids didn't think that was such a good idea for when they came home. That's a big room. That could have a whole bunch of Lego worlds in it. Our kids really laugh at us because when they were growing up, they were the ones that were really into getting all the Lego sets and everything. And Matt and I weren't as much, probably because we were raising them, and kids are costly, as we know. We get to put a little open sticker on. So when they all grew up, we did the only logical thing. It was our turn. Although we do remind them that before we started having kids, before they were born, we had a very lovely collection. We still do. We just didn't build on it for a while. Add to it, so to speak. We like to say we were the ones that started it all. We do have people that come in the house and they're like, "Oh, which one of you likes Legos?" And we all just look at each other and point to each other. Everybody. We love Lego here. I remember the first big set that I ever got. My parents had actually decided to go to kind of a mountain resort town and get a hotel and do Christmas in a hotel, and it was awesome. I know that sounds weird, and I just want to do it. My kids are sticklers for traditions, and so if I try to mess that up, especially now that they most of them don't live here anymore, they're at school, I could possibly do a mess up tradition, but I'm like, it's so much fun to just kind of go do something different. So we were in a hotel, and I think my mom brought a little bitty, fake tree, and then they had the gifts. They brought those too, and I got, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to look it up. I know I could find it, but it was a space set, and it had this little rover, truck, I guess, that had a kind of like a garage door, that kind of folds up. Oh my goodness, it was awesome. I thought I was in heaven. It was so much fun, and that is the first set that I can remember getting. And I thought it was the most wonderful thing in the whole world. Now we can come out to the little picnic table and eat. I've always told myself that it'd be really great tracking down that set again. I think it just kind of got assimilated into the family's bricks, and not sure where it is now. Oh, we get to put in a ladybug. Back in there. That would be fun to track down that set and see if you can find it. Be kind of an old set though. I'm definitely not getting any younger. Such a sweet little set here. Oh, this is fun. We're going to make a little parking sign for our moped. So they put this in like this. Sticker number 5. Put that on. One of these years I'm just going to take off, find a really cool place, and have Christmas in a hotel. One of the things that actually stops me from doing it now are the pets. They've become my kids. It's kind of funny the way they're sticking that in there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, I always have problems with these things. I never figure out how that, there we go. They're supposed to go on. Sits in there like that. It would be sad to have Christmas without them. just building up kind of like a sidewalk in here or something. Then that there too. Now this is cute. This is like a little what is the word? A rug. Like a doormat. There we go. You love it when your brain just like disappears for a second in the middle of a thought and it's just kind of gone. Oh, that's cool. Fill that in with those two pieces. Very smart. Kind of look like we're going to build another picnic table up. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. With a little, oh, it must be a mint macaron. That goes over here. I love that color on top. It's like this little orange color. Not sure what this is. There's only 3 bags to this set. It's building up very quickly. Appears to be a plant. I think I was supposed to put the darker one down first and then what looks like a lighter one. My plant's a little reversed from that. Goes right there. Almost looked like I was building a trash can and then there was a plant growing out of it. We're going to turn this around and build another little stand. I actually, when I was a teenager, I worked, we lived in this mountain town, huge resort area, and I worked at a Kilwins chocolate and ice cream shop. Oh, let me finish this after I get us bag 3. Look at this little chef's hat. So adorable. And the little dog. Oh, it's like a bulldog. I always wanted a bulldog. If you ever get an opportunity to go into a Kilwins, don't pass it up. The ice cream is so good, and so is the all the chocolates and the fudge. They make, well, they did when I worked there, they make in at the location. And so when you were working there, it was just, constantly they were making fudge, and I believe they made some other chocolates, but like the small special chocolates were made somewhere else. But the milkshakes were unbelievable. And it was just this constant smell of just good food, sugar food. Wait, I turned that around and they don't have it, so I'm going to get confused. I'll put it back. But for some reason, this is all this little treats that we're making is reminding me of it. It's almost like I can smell it. The fudge being made, and so good. We're gonna do that, but it looks like, that they've kind of switched the pattern on us. So we're gonna start with the white first and then go to the black. The summers up in the mountains, we lived in Breckenridge, or I lived right by Breckenridge, Colorado, and that's where I worked, which is actually where we've taken the name of, oh goodness, I might have said Breckenridge. The town in Colorado is Breckenridge. Our little brick world here is Breckenridge, and we actually took played off the name of Breckenridge, which is where Matt and I met and were married. It's a sweet reminder of how important that area was to us. But now I get confused sometimes when I say Breckenridge when I mean Breckenridge. Anyways, it's a very, very popular town in the winter and the summer. But in the summer, it gets so busy, and we would have lines going just out the door and wrapping around the sidewalk with people wanting mostly ice cream. And that's where the department I worked in. And oh my goodness, man, you had to scoot fast. And the ice cream is so hard. So these really, really, really cold cases. And I built up some arm muscles then. But I loved working there. It was actually my first job. And I actually really enjoyed it. I then actually changed and I started working a little bit later at the Nordic Center, which is cross-country skiing, if you're familiar with that. That was a lot of fun too, actually. Oops. Silly me. I missed these pieces on both sides. So we're going to put in a 2x3 plate here and then a 2x4. Kind of funny to think back to your first jobs, isn't it? Young teenager, kind of starting out in life. Seems like a long time ago. I think I was very blessed to have really good jobs, very good work environments, a lot of good friends. Oh, see? That piece is trying to pop off because I'm trying to hold it up here. Try moving it just a bit so we can work with it down here. That goes in there. Feels like it kind of connects with just one. Yeah, that'll make it more secure. One little stud there was holding that down. Oh, how sweet. We're gonna put a clock up. I love that. This built up really fast. Such a sweet set. Really impressed with it. A few more stickers though, we're not done yet. Little cafe sign. This is definitely going in my friend's world when I figure out where I can put one. We're going to turn it around here. First we'll put it on that little thing we made, and then there's that little connection piece we had in there. I love that sign. That's really sweet. Oh, the chef's hat actually goes up on top as part of the entrance decorations. How sweet is that? Goes in the middle one there. That's really cute. They just released a castle bed and breakfast in the Friends line, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna have to work on getting that one because that looks really, really sweet. That goes there. Kind of funny little thing we just put in. Getting all kinds of little accessories onto it. Need a butterfly, very important. Okay, they're gonna layer 3 of these, blue, white, and black. Put them up here. Oh, this is lovely, since 1932. Okay, you gotta wonder why they said 1932. I think it's just gonna go right in the middle one of those, so it doesn't matter where we put this on here versus how the rods are in the back there. I bet you there's some significance to 1932. Maybe something that's we'll never know about. Where's the 4th one go? Here we go. It's right there. Might be a special nod to somebody that works in the Lego company. I love these little pink leaves they're putting everywhere. As always, their color choice selection is spot on. I never seem to get it wrong. Okay, that goes into there. And we need to make 3 of those, actually. No, 2 of those. I was like, where's the 3rd one supposed to go? Wow, I can't even see numbers straight today. Oh, I love how they're always doing this. They're always making sure to take care of the little puppies that come along. And I'm sure the kitties too. They can share. Put that down there. Isn't that sweet? Yep. Then we have our puppy. They're calling him Juno. Oops. Oh my. Can't push down too hard there. See if we can get him to go in there. There we go. Oh, okay, we're gonna build up a little tree. That makes more sense. I couldn't figure out what in the world we were putting that black pot in there for. We're gonna build up a tree. How fun will that be? Here is another tree variation. I have just continually been impressed with all of the different kinds of trees they're making. It's like there. Every set I do, there's another one, something else. All right. Put that in right there. Oops. I put it in upside down. We're not done with the inside. We've got a few more things to make here. Let's see, we need... Oh, we're going to have to use another sticker. Got some eggs. Love this. The community kitchen that I got has a lot of fun stuff in it too. They had some eggs in that one too. Let's see, the eggs are going to go in this little cubby down here. We have a cup. Oh, yep. It needs to go in the espresso machine, and then oh, this is fun. Looks like almond milk, almonds of some sort. Maybe. Kind of looks like them. That'll go into that cubby. I'm guessing this is butter. Isn't that cute? And that goes in my cubby. There is no shortage of adorable little things going in here. I'm really glad I picked up this set. It's as awesome as I was hoping that it would be. Oh, here we go. We're going to end with the absolute best, a chocolate cake. Matt's absolute favorite. Pretty much the only cake he'll eat. Look at that. I never thought of Legos looking yummy, but that actually looks pretty good. Okay. Well, there you go. An adorable, fun little build. So much fun. I'm glad that you were here. I hope you enjoyed it too. This friend's world is pretty awesome, and oops, little cup fell out. I can't wait to see you again very soon.